what is your take on Ryan Tannehill, Bob? What do you think of him?
I like Ryan, and this is his fifth year. I remember my first 4 years weren't very good, but then when Coach Shula came to the Dolphins, we had a new coach. Coach Shula was 38 years old. Adam Gase is 38 years old. He's supposed to be a quarterback guru. We didn't know how good a head coach Coach Shula was going to be, and we don't know about Adam as far as a head coach, but I think as far as helping quarterbacks, he's got a track record of that. So I think Ryan's going to have a good year, especially with he's finally got not only a healthy offensive line but some depth in that offensive line. He's got the good receivers. The only the question mark we've got is the running back with Lamar Miller leaving and going to Houston. We picked up Arian Foster from Houston, so we kind of traded running backs with them. And this kid Ajayi is supposed to be pretty good, so we'll see how he does.
Well, I mean, but Bob, that is some very high praise, or a very glass half full approach that maybe Gase could be the Shula to Tannehill being you right here in that regard. What needs to happen in that quarterback coach relationship that did seem to click for you and Shula in your first year?
Well, I think he's got to take ownership of the position. I think before his first 3 or 4 years, the offense was more of a moving, shifting, trying to fool the defense offense by movement, by alignment, by quickness before the snap. And that's fine, but you can't check off. I mean, if you're going to if you get to the line of scrimmage with 10 seconds on the play clock, and now you got some movement going and you don't know what the defense is going to react to that movement on offense, so you can't check off. I didn't. The guys that check off the most, and we were talking. Jim Kelly was talking about this when we were at the Hall of Fame last week. When I got to the line of scrimmage, I didn't want anybody to move on offense because I wanted to read the defense and then decide, is this play I got called good against that defense, or should I check off to something that I really like against that defense? When you get all this movement on offense, you can't check off. And this year, I think they're going to let Ryan check off a lot more, let him own the offense a little bit and let it be his.
Okay. And so do you think he's got the ability to perform better by putting it in his hands in that way, that Gase giving him the reins a little bit more, that this has been the missing ingredient for a consistent Ryan Tannehill?
No question.
Huh.
He's a tall, good-looking, smart kid, and he can handle it.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.